Okay, everybody, just another quick message here. Try to keep it short. Maybe it won't be. I don't know. I'm just going to go with it. All right. Today, January 13th, 2021, your swamp rats, okay, have impeached Trump for the second time. Over what? You have to ask yourself, over what? Now, given President Trump's accomplishments, he's kept every promise except draining the swamp, philosophically. But what you people are missing is one of his greatest accomplishments in just 4 years. Yeah, four. Four, number four. In 4 years, a situation has been created to expose every swamp creature, swamp rat, despot, whatever you want to call them, okay? The corrupt in Washington, D.C. They have exposed themselves with their own actions. Trump didn't come out and say, you, and you, and you, and you. No, it's just a scenario. Okay? The situation's there. Perhaps it was unforeseen. The outcome. His intentions were honest and his intentions were true. Very commendable for the man of his position and his character and background. Okay? But you see, they exposed themselves. Now, when you're in a war, you're not going to win every single battle. But the objective is to win the war. And so, what took place over this last week is an exceptional and decisive victory. Everybody in America knows who they are. They have shown their true colors. They have identified themselves and exposed themselves of what they really are. And it's not just to us here in America. The entire world was watching while these morons exposed themselves. Do you know what this is going to do? This is like epic. They fell for it. They walked out, showed their true colors because they were so bloodthirsty, so afraid that they were going to go down that they turned around and fell on their own swords. Now, it's not happening overnight, but everybody watched and everybody saw it. The whole world, Europe, Southeast Asia, oh, even China, okay, South America, Central America, Africa, the Middle East. Do you think one of these sons of bitches are going to be able to stand on the world stage after what's taken place this last week and have any kind of credibility? Even the social media networks, the major ones, okay? And you know who I'm talking about. This would be Facebook with Mark Zuckerberg, Joe Blow, whatever the hell his name is on Twitter. I don't do Twitter, so really don't care. YouTube, yeah, you're tiptoeing in tidal waters, and you're getting close. Google, all of them, all these major tech companies have fallen in line with the usurpers of America's Constitution. They are exposed. They're losing billions because there's countries right now all over the world suspending their access. And then they tweet out that suppression of the truth and the voice of people to be able to speak their minds and share knowledge is a basic human right. Okay, that's what they put out. Damage control. Not realizing what they did to Trump and a lot of other people here in the U.S., they made themselves hypocrites. Do you think for 1 second the rest of the world is going to give them any kind of credibility? They're not. They committed suicide. In Japan, they had this thing called harikari, where you did something so dishonorable, you just kind of stuck the sword in the abdomen, came up, over to the right, and cut the aorta so that you bleed out and die real freaking quick. That's what they have done. Okay? They fell for it. They did it themselves. It's kind of like a vampire that wants a drink of blood so bad he actually ran out into the sunlight to try to get that drink of blood. Yeah, well, he got a nibble, but that's all he got. And that sun baked his ass. So the same thing here in the U.S. with the geopolitical system. Like a bunch of rabid dogs, okay? They finally got what they wanted and they pounced. And in the fervor of trying to satiate their hunger, they expose themselves. And Trump's not done. This impeachment thing is just political BS. Doesn't stop anything. And if you look at Rasmussen's poll, even though, like everybody else, I hate polls, they're BS. Trump's approval went up. Earlier today, it was at 49% approval. I bet he's probably over 50% approval right now. So they shot themselves in the foot pretty bad. We used to say in the Army. And to a couple of my friends there in England, Simon Kennedy and his wife, his beautiful family. Or my friends over there in the Philippines, Chris Wren, your beautiful wife, Mel, and your lovely children. Friend of mine in Norway, Christian. Okay. Buddy up in Tennessee. And I got friends all over the world. All over social media. Some I've met, some I haven't met. I hope I get to meet everybody. Okay. Don't get offended with what I'm about to say. I know Simon Kennedy, you're going to love this one. What the liberals have done is they've climbed up a 12-foot step ladder, opened their pants, took out their peckers, and then jumped off the ladder and landed right on it. It is funny. It is like epic. You climbed a step ladder, pulled out your dick, and you jumped on it yourself. Now, that's one of my many hyperboles. Okay. Graphic. But if you can imagine somebody doing the one thing that would harm themselves for eternity, that pretty much describes it. You stepped on your own dick because you were so wrapped up in sinking Trump. You didn't squash anything except your own pecker. But what did you do? You fueled a revolution. You guys just gave all the ammo to every free-loving soul on the face of this earth. Governments, political agendas. Yeah, even you, George Soros. The frickin' leftover last Nazi on earth from World War II, George Soros. It's out there. You guys are sunk. You know, you lit your own house on fire. What a bunch of frickin' idiots. And it's like kind of like what I put out on some social media earlier. It's kind of like, you got a few roaches in your house, not realizing how infested it is. Till you get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's pitch black. You go staggering through the kitchen, just want a cup of coffee, you flip on the light switch, and you look up the ceilings, the walls, the cabinets, the floors, the counter. There's roaches everywhere, and they're running. That's what this impeachment was. And yeah, Congress, the White House, Supreme Court, it's infested with cockroaches. You know? And the light switch just got flipped on. So between all the courts, all the way up to the Supreme Court, not even looking at these cases, just throwing them out for whatever excuse they could come up with. House impeachments. The demonstration in front of the halls of Congress that was perverted and molested by these same people. And all the department people inside the White House underneath Trump. They are running like roaches, resigning and taking off and flying, leaving their post. My God, what a bunch of chicken shits. Okay? You went to do a job. You made a commitment. And now, as soon as the water gets a little choppy, you guys frickin' run. You have all blacklisted yourselves. And for me, despite the gloom and doom everybody else is preaching, I think this is a wonderful and glorious day. The criminals, the despots, the corrupt, the fence straddlers, the hypocrites, you guys are all exposed. You're in the daylight. The sun is shining down on you. The magnifying glass is right there. It's kind of like zapping ants with a magnifying glass in bright sunlight. You guys thought you were so smart. And you proved yourselves to be total idiots. Today is a beautiful day in the United States of America. God loves you. God bless you. Thank God for the truth and some daylight. I'll see every one of y'all on social media. The circus and the carnival came to town, and it's going to be fun. All right. God bless you guys. Take care.